G'day ladies and gentlemen, this is Assorted Solo Plays, and I am your host, Vasdema. Today we're back with Northway Games Rebuild 3, Gangs of Deadsville. A light 4X game with a heavy emphasis on survival management, in which you rebuild cities in the aftermath of a zombie apocalypse. More information can be found below. Last time around, we failed to finish our preparations for leaving Snoqualmie, so I took the liberty of completing them off camera. Now, let's get back to it. So, here we are with one final episode to wrap up our Snoqualmie playthrough. As you can see, I went a little nuts off camera. Gustav made the mistake of continuing to sell me more and more fuel, so I kept making more and more explosives, and seemed like an official way to get rid of all the zombies. But now it's time to finally build ourselves a city hall and get the hell out of this place. It doesn't really matter. Policy ammo use. Every bullet counts now that they aren't making them anymore. We can save a lot of ammo if our soldiers close in on zombies before they start shooting. But I for one feel way safer shooting those effers from the top of some building, even if I miss most of them. How much ammo should we use? Well, doesn't really matter since we're about to move on to the next city. So, spray and pray, boys and girls. All guns will have increased defense and ammo will be used up faster. No sense in saving ammo when using it might save lives. Killing zombies from a distance is much safer. So long as we don't run out of bullets entirely. We can change this policy later. Okay, one more turn and our city hall will be built. City hall complete. The flags on city hall are snapping in the wind. The curved dome shining in the sun. Now to formalise our government by drafting a constitution for it. Everyone seems to agree that I'm the most suitable person to continue leading them, or at least nobody else has come forward saying that they want the job yet. So what sort of government am I going to lead here? Our highest priority. We need to determine the basic driving force behind society in Snoqualmie. This ideology will determine how other factions see us and have subtle effects on our daily lives. Will we focus on growth, on the military, on religion, or wealth? Well, we can rule out religion. Wealth is not a priority. Keeping people safe. There are still tough decisions in Snoqualmie's future, and people's lives may depend on the outcomes. Not everyone's cut out to have that kind of weight on their shoulders, and quite frankly, some fail to see the big picture and consider the greater good. Having one leader call all the shots will make it easy to get things done, but so much power can corrupt a person. Our people would rather we elect a Senate to do the voting, but they may be prone to infighting. So, who should vote? Leader chooses policies, leader and Senate pick policies, or all survivors vote on policies. The leader chooses the policies. Thank you very much. The question of private property is a sensitive issue in Snoqualmie. Some people wish we'd just leave them and their stuff alone. They wonder why we need so many laws and regulations to enforce what decent folks do naturally. Others think the government should collect and distribute all goods, everything shared and distributed to those who need it the most. That might work on a small scale, but can we run a society on those principles? How much power should our government have over resources? Well, considering we're living in the post-apocalyptic world, how about some shared, some private property? Because obviously government, our little government here, needs to have control over some stuff, but people also need to be able to say, this is mine, I own this. So, a mix of both. Wealth distribution. How do we decide who gets the best apartment or who gets luxury goods like tea and peanut butter cups? Sometimes there's only so much to go around, and I know we're all equal, but maybe some of us are more equal than others. If we don't give doctors better food and nicer houses, maybe nobody will want to be one. But if a doctor's kids grow up in a nicer house eating better food, they'll have more energy to study hard and become doctors themselves. Is that fair? So who gets the best stuff? Well, we will favour the hardest workers. We need a policy for how we deal with criminals. I'm not talking like that jerk who borrowed my lighter but now insists he found it in a 812 last month, even though we both know damn well he stole it from me. Anyway, I don't mean him. I mean people who break the foundations of our ethical code. Murder, treason, unthinkable crimes. How harshly should they be punished? Should they be rehabilitated, jailed? Or is that wasted effort in a world where every bite of food matters? Oh. Our options are take away their luxuries, put criminals in jail, kick them out of the fort, or capital cannibal punishment. Well, there's not actually an option there for rehabilitation, so we're going to kick their asses out of the fort. Banishment, exile, goodbye. Nationalism. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there, both literally and figuratively. We've got to draw the line somewhere between us and them, between cutting off all contact with the outside world and giving our storeroom keys to the next guy who comes by asking for handouts. We've also got a burgeoning national identity to consider. If we just let anybody join us, will they have the same ideals and values? Will they take our jobs and our place in society? Or will more immigrants make us bigger and stronger? Oh, well, we've pretty much developed solely because we've just helped anybody who needs it. So let's just choose that because that's pretty much how we've been running our little settlement already. Apparently, we're a socialist dictatorship. All hail the great and benevolent leader, which is me, of course. I will hold all resources and power in Snoqualmie and divide them up as I see fit. It's a tough job, but somebody has to do it. We will raise up the downtrodden. To life, liberty and justice, we're adding free education, healthcare and comfortable retirement. If any of us makes it to retirement age, that is. And finally, what will they call me? Supreme Leader Nielsen? King Thomas Nielsen? Governor Thomas Nielsen? Or something else? Supreme Leader. No, Governor will do fine. The Governor. Constitution complete. We're organising a celebration for Snoqualmie Day, which we'll remember every November 13th from now on. We now have a solid social code to match our solid walls. As the Lone Ranger used to say, my work here is done. Time to gather the posse and move on to the next llama ranch, or whatever. Onward down the road to the next town that needs saving. We can start a new mission to leave the city hall. We can start a new mission to leave the city from the city hall. I'll go and I can take up to 4 others with me. The rest need to stay here and keep the place together. Okay, we can leave the city from the city hall. So, let's just move Natalie out of there. We've got our stack of people we want to take. So, let's drag them, move them, and leave the city. Okay. Leaving Snoqualmie. Velcro Fathoms, Terrence Williams, Natalie Torres, Hunter Connor and I packed our weapons, equipment and as much food as we could carry. We said our farewells at the gate. The new leader, Arabir, promised to take good care of Snoqualmie. He said we'd always be welcome back. But I knew I'd never return. We made our way to the edge of town. Bye, Snoqualmie. Good riddance. Leaving Snoqualmie, and took one last look out at the shining city and took one last look out at the shining city Snoqualmie had become, with high walls to keep the chaos outside, hard-working citizens to keep its spirit alive, and an organised government to run it. This city will continue to thrive and be a beacon of civilization to a lost and broken world. And now, onward. There are more survivors out there and other cities that need our help. Well, technically I didn't take Diane with me. So, interesting. November 13th, 2018. Constant reminder. Diane and I hiked up a hill to scout our route east. We looked down over Snoqualmie, admiring the strong walls we'd built. Diane said we'd done well, but she could feel other towns out there that need our help. That was when she noticed the scar from my bite. It's been years since the first night of the outbreak, but I still carry this constant reminder. Infected? I finally told her the story, all of it. How I shot Sergeant Hester, how I waited for the fever that never came. Diane was horrified. She pushed me away and accused me of having put the whole fort in danger by not telling her sooner. You could still be infected, she yelled. You could have spread it to the others, to me. Attacked. We were too busy arguing to hear the zombies coming. Let your guard down for 1 second. Diane could have killed them all by herself. She was in such a mad fury. But I was distracted. I let one get too close to me. Diane saved my life. But she... Leaving Snoqualmie. I've seen a lot of people die, but this... Diane bled out in my arms. She talked deliriously, mostly about her teenage son Mason. She was so sure he's still alive out there, so I promised to look for him as I move east. We didn't talk about my bite. My plans to move on haven't changed, but I guess I'm leading things now. I just hope I can live up to Diane's memory. Okay, that does it for this playthrough. Please press like if you enjoyed this video. Feel free to leave a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you like my work. As always, I am your host, Vasdema. Have a good one.